Here's a bad habit that many Christians have with sin. We tend to have this habit of elevating some sins over other sins, even though God hates all sin. And while I admit the consequences of certain sins are greater than other sins, we should still get rid of this habit. Because what this does is that it produces a pride of superiority within us, that we think that we're better than other people sometimes simply because we don't commit certain sin. Or in other cases, we think that we're in a better place to walk with God simply because we don't commit certain types of sin. But if you habitually sin no matter what that sin is. And sometimes as well, we think in the eyes of God we're in a better position than other people simply because we're not committing certain sin. And this also causes us, whenever we're preaching or discussing sin, to focus on some sins really heavy and then ignore other ones. But all sin needs to be called out and preached against, not just certain sins that are more common or have worse consequences. Because God hates all of it, and all of it does damage our relationship with God and our walk with Him. You have people out there that say, well, at least I'm not sexually immoral, when they're greedy. And you have people out there that say, well, at least I'm not wrathful, when they're an idolater. You're not in a better position, you're simply just struggling with a different type of sin. Get off your high horse and humble yourself and bring yourself low, because both of you need to repent. We should not adopt this habit as Christians of elevating certain sin over other sins. And it also causes us to undermine the severity of sin and make us think that perhaps maybe some of the sins that we commit aren't that bad. But all sin is bad. We should strive to sin less and to repent from any and all sin. So if you find yourself with this mindset, you need to repent. I hope that the Spirit of God convicts those whom He needs to convict. If you want more content like this, just go and drop a sub or a follow.